Take one.
I've been very curious.
Yeah, definitely, man. Do you know anything about Islam, brother?
Just a little bit. Yeah.
What do you believe yourself?
Right now,
Why to keep changing, huh?
I used to be a Christian, but right now I'm like undecided.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're coming closer to the truth.
Am I?
Yeah, I can say I'm, putting it in a very positive.
Yeah. Well,
way.
I really hate the Catholics now.
Well, Jesus was not Catholic. There was no.
I know that.
Jesus was not even a Protestant, right? At the time of Jesus, there was not a dot that was written. These books actually came way after Jesus Christ. The compilation of the Bible that you have today, in the current form, the book form, it came 367 years after Jesus. 367 years after Jesus. There was a bishop by the name of Bishop Athanasius of Alexandria. He was the first person to compile the Bible in the book form.
Really?
Yeah.
376?
367 years after. 367. Because the Gospels that you have today, Gospel of Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John. I have the Bible here.
Oh, really?
Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John. These Gospels were written after the epistles of Paul were written. Okay. And the names to these Gospels were given 20 years after these Gospels were written. Do you know that?
Really?
And they were just attributed to the disciples of Jesus just to attract the crowd.
Okay.
Get what I'm saying? Mark and Luke, they were not even the disciples of Jesus. They didn't even met Jesus.
So like they were just like storytellers.
Yeah. See, you have Matthew now. In the Gospel of Matthew, right? Just giving you an example, okay? I've read this book a lot. Right? So you have the Gospel of Matthew now. Supposedly written by Matthew. It says that, and as Jesus passed forth from thence, he saw a man named Matthew.
He saw a man named Matthew. That's pretty vague.
Yeah, no, not just that. The thing that I'm actually trying to bring your attention to is that if Matthew is writing this, why would he mention that there was a man named Matthew?
Maybe he was talking in the third person, right?
No, nobody would talk like that, man.
Yeah, that kind of sounds icky.
You are talking about yourself and you're saying that you're referring yourself to a third person. Not just that, okay, it's just one occasion. How can Matthew and John, they both talk like that? Let me give you another example. Okay, you have John, Gospel of John, the last Gospel. Interesting, right?
This is very interesting, yeah.
Yeah, Gospel of John. There was a man sent from God whose name was John.
Maybe he was. Yeah, that is kind of strange, huh?
Okay, just do these two examples, okay? Mark and Luke, they were not even the disciples of Jesus. They didn't even see Jesus as you and me are actually seeing each other.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't even see Jesus. Okay, what about the Old Testament now? The books of Moses. If you read the books of Moses, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, these 5 books are called as the books of Moses. Correct? If you read the books of Moses in the book of Deuteronomy, the last chapter, chapter 34, verses 5, 6, 7. These books are considered as the books of Moses. These are the books that were given to Moses according to the Christians. They believe that. Correct? So Moses, the servant of Lord, died in the land of Moab. How can Moses say that I died in the land of Moab? He's writing his own obituary. So Moses, the servant of Lord, died in the land of Moab, according to the word of the Lord, and he buried him in a valley of the land of Moab. And Moses was 120 years old when he died.
Wait, so like this guy wrote about himself dying.
Exactly. So how can he write while dying?
I don't know.
So in verse number 7, Moses is died already. How did verse number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 come into existence, and who wrote the rest of the verses?
I don't know. Maybe he was lying.
Get what I'm saying? So these books are actually, written by people, unknown people.